In the near future, due to the intervention of cosmic rays, unprecedented changes occurred. Some species of plants and animals on Earth evolved into entirely new creatures. And humans came to call these creatures mystic beasts. The protagonist is wearing a protective work suit, a mining pick slung over his shoulder, holding a hard hat, with his eyes fixed on the handsome, serious faces of passers-by on the street. A radio broadcast echoes by his ears. This year's Beast Tamer certification exam will be held next month. What new twists will this year's test bring now? A brief introduction from our protagonist. I am Lai Van Hien, 18 years old. I had to quit school to treat my sister's leg, so I became a beast tamer. I dreamed of becoming a beast tamer and eventually a low-level mystic beast miner. We have invited Ms. Kelly, one of the world's most powerful beast tamers, to explain everything to you. The host's voice catches Lai Hien's attention, and he looks up. Still holding his mining pick, his eyes remain fixed on the large screen on the wall as the interview continues. Most mystic beasts require ores with similar properties to evolve, but some with unique traits can evolve in other ways. The host asks softly, "Oh, I'm not sure, could Miss Kelly elaborate a bit?" On the big screen, a girl named Kelly with a pretty face, brown hair, and a calm, distinctive air replies, "Of course, some special mystic beasts can complete their evolution by absorbing specific emotions, such as..." Lai Hien, slinging his mining pick over his shoulder with a pensive expression, continues to move. Some mystic beasts have taken over jobs that were once done by humans. There are people who cannot tame beasts and must do the most menial work to survive. Mystic Beast Miner. A mystic beast miner's job is to enter the mysterious zone, to mine various ores with different properties. Although the ores used to upgrade mystic beasts are extremely valuable, the miner's pay is pitifully low. Lai Hien silently thinks, "That's it. Who said that mystic beasts not only have more jobs than humans but are also cuter?" Then he gestures toward a nearby mystic beast, raising two fingers as if to say, "Give me 2 meat buns." As the mystic beast hands him a bag of buns, a voice from behind calls out, catching Lai Hien's attention as he turns around, "Hey Chu Lai, you're early today, huh?" A tall, middle-aged man holding a large flashlight pats Lai Hien's shoulder amicably and asks, "Or are you here to try out the new flavors from the famed mystic beast eatery?" He smiles broadly in reply, "Thanks, Vong Dai Thuk." As the two chat happily, they are interrupted by two others from behind. One burly man with a mocking tone says, "Oh, here comes that shameless brat again," while another, puffing on a cigarette, retorts, "That's right, given his tiny build, he can only carry a few ores at a time, yet he earns exactly the same as us." Lai Hien silently thinks, "I know you're not happy, but could you keep your voices down? This is really embarrassing for me." Unsure what to say, the man raises his hand to scratch his head and laughs awkwardly, while Vong Dai Thuk beside him complains loudly, "What are those two babbling about? Hey Chu Lai, how old are you now, and how old are you guys, anyway?" Besides, if Chu Lai hadn't had to treat his sister, the kid would have become a beast tamer long ago. Lai Hien quickly tries to placate them. "Uncle Vong, my stamina really isn't good this time. I'll try to transport more ore." Vong Dai Thuk frowns and retorts, "What are you even saying? Clearly, you two aren't up to par." Suddenly, a cold, emotionless voice rings out, drawing both Lai Hien's and Vong Dai Thuk's attention. "Judging by your bickering, you're all ready to step into the mysterious zone to mine, aren't you?" A neatly dressed man with purple hair, glancing at his watch as he stands at the entrance of the mysterious zone, says, "Is anyone still preparing? If not, step into the zone now." His eyes suddenly turn icy as his slender finger raises, summoning a pulse of purple energy that gradually materializes. The man sweeps his hand forcefully, and the purple energy swirls around to open the door to the mysterious zone. He slowly steps 1 foot into the zone. His sharp gaze then turns back. The miner adjusts his hard hat and watches the man as he enters the zone. Lai Hien looks at the miners ahead with determination, thinking that this time he must transport more ore so that no one will gossip about him anymore. The miners, now inside the mysterious zone, buzz with conversation. "How are we dividing the work today, or is it still the same as before?" The two men earlier exchange glances at Lai Hien and Vong Dai Thuk. One mockingly says, "Isn't Uncle Vong supposed to take care of Lai Van Hien?" To which the other replies, "All right then, you two pair up," while another adds, "Sounds good." Now truly irritated by the teasing, Lai Hien finally retorts, "If you want to make things difficult for me, so be it." Uncle Vong and Vong Dai Thuk hurriedly put out their hands to restrain him. "It's all right, let's form a team of 2, ignore them, and go mine over there." Lai Hien swings his pick at a rock while continuously apologizing to Vong Dai Thuk. "Uncle Vong, I'm sorry for dragging you into this." Vong Dai Thuk looks at him with sympathy. "Oh, this kid, what are you saying? We're better off working together," Lai Hien, determined, replies. "Yes, Uncle Vong, I promise I'll be strong enough." After a moment, Lai Hien, his face grimy and letting out a long, weary sigh, mutters, "I'm so exhausted, I could just drop dead." Recalling the words of those two men, he grits his teeth, determined not to lose Uncle Vong's trust. Even if he's utterly exhausted, he must persevere. Suddenly, a loud scream cuts through the air, drawing their attention. Lai Hien asks Vong Dai Thuk, eyes wide and mouth agape, "What's happening?" Vong Dai Thuk and Lai Hien rush toward the terrified miners, shouting, "What happened?" A trembling miner points toward a wolf attacking while another miner lies on the ground, stammering, It killed someone." The well-dressed man remains unnervingly calm as he watches a three-eyed, bloodshot wolf attacking a miner whose eyes are vacant and mouth agape. A flash of brilliant golden light ignites in the man's eyes as he silently witnesses the unfolding chaos. Vong Dai Thuk and Lai Hien stand dumbfounded in silence. The others shout at the man, "Hey, your mystic beast has gone berserk, it bit someone to death, quick, control it, you're a beast tamer. Don't just stand there staring." Another urges, "Hurry out and call for help." The beast tamer strokes his hair and laughs, "Don't worry, I'll handle Mong Lang." Suddenly, his face contorts into a ferocious scowl, and with a vicious glare he bellows, "Kill them all." Mong Lang lets out a thunderous roar and charges straight ahead. The mystic beast lunges in, using one leg to pin a miner writhing on the ground. It raises a clawed leg and delivers a sharp blow to another miner, causing the remaining miners to panic and scream, "Run!" Lai Hien stands still while the others frantically search for an escape. His eyes blaze with anger as he thinks, "How could this be?" He recalls Kelly's words during the interview, "Some mystic beasts in the darkness can evolve into even stronger forms by absorbing negative human emotions like anger and despair. If you ever encounter such a beast in the wild, be very cautious." Lai Hien shouts urgently, "Everyone, stop running, gather together, and don't panic, otherwise, that wolf, Mong Lang, might become even stronger. The beast tamer is trying to exploit our panic to evolve Mong Lang, so please, stay calm." The miners exchange skeptical looks, murmuring, "If we all stick together, Mong Lang won't be able to overpower us." Behind them, the beast tamer, with a menacing gaze fixed on Lai Hien, remarks, "I never expected you to look so weak, yet your mind is so sharp." The cloth in the beast tamer's hand falls, his voice turns sinister as he declares, "I, Mong Lang, the dark attribute beast, must absorb your negative emotions to evolve, so I give you two choices." He bares his sharp teeth at the miners. The beast tamer raises a finger to his wide mouth and continues evenly, "Obey that little devil's command, unite and fight against my Mong Lang, and let's see if you can subdue it before it kills you all." Pointing directly at the miners and fixing his gaze on Lai Hien, he adds, "Go kill each other so that my Mong Lang can absorb enough energy to evolve." The miners fall silent, exchanging calculating glances among themselves. Lai Hien's mind races, "I can't let them fall under his spell, I must find a way to calm everyone down, or we'll all end up killing each other." Suddenly, a spark of determination lights in Lai Hien's eyes. He stares intently at the tattoo on the beast tamer's bicep. It is the tattoo of the criminal organization, Mystic Beasts, Night Hunt Group. The tattoo of the infamous Mystic Beast Gang. He realizes the truth. That man is a criminal. The man's eyes blaze a fierce gold as he confidently announces, "I'll give you all 5 seconds, 5 seconds, you miserable wretches." Lai Hien clenches his fists and shouts, "Everyone, stay calm, don't listen to him, he's no good." Suddenly, his whole body goes rigid, his eyes bulge as he begins, his blood spurts from his mouth as he curses, "Damn bastards, I told you to stay calm." Lai Hien turns to look at the man behind him, blood still flowing, gritting his teeth and cursing, "You damn bastard." He is stunned to realize that the one who ambushed him was none other than Vong Dai Thuk. Enraged, Lai Hien glares at Uncle Vong, "Why did you do that?" Vong Dai Thuk trembles and stammers, "Chu Lai, don't blame me, I didn't want to die, I've always taken good care of you today. Shouldn't you do the same for me? I have a wife and child at home, why you have nothing, right?" Unable to contain his emotions, Vong Dai Thuk shouts, "I don't want to fight a wolf, how can a human beat a mystic beast, so please, just die for me and my family." Furious, Lai Hien shoots a withering look at him and shouts, "Vong Dai Thuk, you're a filthy bastard." Summoning all his strength, he swings his fist toward Vong Dai Thuk. Suddenly, his expression freezes in shock. Another miner suddenly strikes him forcefully in the face with his mining pick. The miner, gripping his pickaxe tightly, fixed a piercing, cold stare at Lai Hien as he collapsed to the ground in agony. Lai Hien gritted his teeth and shouted, "Everyone, draw your weapons, damn bastard." The miners turned their gaze toward him, their eyes as ferocious as those of a predator. The miners began slaughtering one another, much to the delight of the guardian Beastmaster, who kept issuing orders. Very good, Swa Mong Yem quickly absorbed these negative emotions and progressed to the next stage. Vong Tien Kwok was also launching an attack on one of the miners. The guardian Beastmaster's eyes lit up with excitement as he looked toward Swa Mong Yem, exclaiming, "I never expected that the energy generated by you all killing each other would surpass that which I produced when I slaughtered you. Absolutely marvelous." The miners lay sprawled on the ground, while the few survivors stood exhausted, some clutching their knees and gasping for breath. Vong Tien Kwok asked the man opposite him, also panting, "We're still alive?" Lying on the blood-stained ground, Lai Hien mumbled to Vong Tien Kwok, "Old Wang, what do we do now?" He lay there, blood continuously streaming from his mouth, his eyes turning ghostly white. Vong Tien Kwok looked at him, unable to speak, only gasping for breath. Vong Tien Kwok kicked Lai Hien hard, sending him sliding into a stream of clear water. With a composed look, Vong Tien Kwok said, "Let's just say that today we've encountered a mining accident." Placing his hands in his pockets, he addressed the miners, "Let's agree that not a single word about today's incident is to be uttered if outsiders pry in. We must all speak in unison before stepping outside." Sounds of assent. Right, Lai Hien thought as he watched Vong Dai Thuk frolicking in the water, wondering, "Am I already dead? I don't want to die. If I perish, what will become of Xiao Yuan? Who will take care of the little girl?" Lai Hien recalled his little sister in the wheelchair, remembering her words before he left, "Hey, come home early today, and don't forget to have your lunch." The despair in Vong Dai Thuk's eyes drove him toward the brink of death, and coupled with the treachery of that wretched guardian Beastmaster, he swore, "I'll take my revenge on that bastard Vong Tien Kwok and that damned guardian Beastmaster." As he fell into the deep water, his eyes burned red with hatred, betrayal, and fury, a fierce desire for vengeance that made him seem almost exploitable. Then, in a cold, detached tone from deep below, Lai Hien intoned, "Descend further, mortal. I, the self-proclaimed emperor, will bestow my power upon you." The light from above gradually narrowed as Lai Hien drifted farther away. "I hope you can transform our enslaved world." His voice trailed off. That self-proclaimed emperor's power slowly began invading his body, proclaiming complete annihilation. From beneath the water's surface, a commotion arose. A hand suddenly emerged. Van Hien sprang up, clutching something pink. He forced his eyes open to survey his surroundings. He confirmed that along the bank there were only corpses. It appeared that those bastards had already left. He crawled onto the shore and flung everything he had seen under the water. It was a cat that looked like a teddy bear, and he kept hacking and coughing from choking on water. But when he touched himself, Van Hien was stunned to discover that his wound had vanished. Gazing at the strawberry cat, he wondered, could it be that this infatuated strawberry cat saved me? But as far as I know, strawberry cats don't possess any healing abilities. Suddenly, a blue screen flashed before his eyes. Stunned, he read the notification. "What is this interface that looks like a game? The mystical beast evolution system has been activated." It stated the mission, Covenant with the mystical beast, Strawberry Cat, is incomplete. He was startled and puzzled. Does this mean I must become a guardian Beastmaster? Frowning, he resolved, I must become a guardian Beastmaster to exact my revenge on those bastards. Van Hien turned back and looked thoughtfully at the strawberry cat. He reached out, though he had no idea why the strawberry cat had appeared here. His hand gently brushed its belly, and he thought, since you are here, I might as well make you my mystical beast. Suddenly, the strawberry cat meowed. Startled, he said, Hey, you're awake now, huh? The cat sprang up defensively, its fur bristling at him. It struck a martial arts pose with incredible skill, even though all it could utter were meows that oddly resembled the Fat Sun Deep Van technique. He tried to explain, Hey, wait, I'm not trying to hurt you. I saved you from the bottom of the lake, you know. The cat immediately gave him a punch that made his nose bleed. As he fell, it looked quite pleased, laughing at its own prowess. Wiping the blood away, Van Hien got up and cursed, Damn cat, you little bastard. The strawberry cat then lunged again with another martial arts strike. It seems this fight is far from over. Outside the gate turned a deep red. From within, Van Hien emerged looking disheveled and grievously injured, cradling the unconscious strawberry cat. Suddenly, someone shouted, startling him. There was commotion at the teleportation gate. it seemed someone had just emerged. Quick, hide, he thought, realizing he couldn't let them know he was still alive. He quickly ducked behind a wall, watching two figures rushing over. Could they be laborers from another mining crew? The two, panting and scanning their surroundings, muttered, "That's odd, we must have misheard, old Lai couldn't possibly have survived out there." He listened intently as they talked. "Vong Tien Kwok, today has been incredibly unlucky. Many of my good men died in the mine as soon as he stepped out," he cried out in agony, desperate to help, but luckily, he was restrained. They continued, puffing on cigarettes. "I heard the old guardian Beastmaster went missing too, but that's not our concern now. It's been 5 hours since the mine catastrophe, and no one has emerged alive." Hearing this, Van Hien gritted his teeth. "Had that bastard Vong Tien Kwok not attacked me first, fewer people would have died. Vong Tien Kwok, I will personally apprehend you and make you pay." Carrying the cat, Van Hien returned to his building, only to be shocked by billowing smoke and flames. He was stunned. What in the world is happening here? People nearby had also seen him. An elderly lady cried out, "Chu Lai, where are you? Your house is on fire. What's going on?" Van Hien fell silent as she continued, "I've called the police and fire department. They'll be here soon. And where's little Chu Gian? Isn't she supposed to come out with you?" He immediately rushed inside, ignoring those trying to stop him, shouting, "Chu Lai, don't be rash. The fire is too fierce. You can't go in there." He dashed up the staircase. Van Hien pounded on the door, calling, "Cuckoo, you in there?" His voice rang out, "Cuckoo, can you hear me, sis?" A feeble reply came from inside, "On oi, coo, coo." Stunned, Van Hien cried, "Cuckoo, wait for me, I'll come get you out right away." He pulled out his keys and tried to unlock the door, but the raging flames had already damaged the lock. Frantically, he tried every trick he knew, but nothing worked. Van Hien gripped the door and forced it open. Suddenly, a hand shot out and seized his arm. He lost his balance and fell to the ground. For a moment, he thought he'd succeeded and sat up, calling, "M." But despite all his efforts, the door remained stubbornly closed. Van Hien was dumbfounded. He looked down and saw that the door handle had completely come off. Gritting his teeth in panic, Van Hien, nearly desperate, stomped on the door with all his might, exclaiming, "Damn it, open up now." From inside, a weak voice pleaded, "Don't worry about me, hurry and get out." He collapsed, shouting, "Somebody, come help me. Can anyone save her? She's only 13. At that moment, the strawberry cat reacted. The strawberry cat, having absorbed the angry energy, was about to fully awaken. The cat suddenly opened its eyes wide. It forcefully sat up. Facing the door, it raised its leg into a martial arts stance and let out a mighty meow. It struck powerfully, slamming into the door as hard as stone. The door burst open right in front of Van Hien, who was seated in his wheelchair. Van Hien looked up in astonishment. Meanwhile, the strawberry cat grinned smugly. The two people and the cat were all dumbfounded. The hunting group, chattering happily after a tiring day, boasted, "Yesterday, I caught a super fiery tiger, and I also snagged an ice snow dog." An excited young man said to his companion, "Today, I'm going to test my luck to see if there's any wind-type mystical beast around." Van Hien clenched his fist and vowed silently, "I must find a formidable mystical beast as soon as possible and become a guardian master so I can keep my little sister safe." He recalled what had happened 12 hours earlier. Xiao Yuan patted the little cat's head, remarking, "And yet something like this happened." The strawberry cat retorted indignantly, "Xiao Gian, don't worry, keep holding onto the cat. Hey, should we call the police?" Van Hien immediately dismissed that idea. "Dealing with that bastard from the kingdom of ants is easy, but once that guardian master finds out you're still alive, he'll definitely come back to kill you." Van Hien clenched his fist and pressed his hand against his chest, assuring, "Don't worry, I won't let you be in danger again." Everyone in the hunting group looked at Van Hien and sneered at the foolish kid. "Look at him, he signed a pact with a strawberry cat at first glance, it's obvious he's a chicken. 2 pacts for a novice guardian master, and he used them for a strawberry cat. He must be crazy." Meanwhile, the strawberry cat nonchalantly nibbled on its bread. He glanced at one of the mystical beasts trailing the group and wondered, "What's wrong with these beasts? Why are they so weak?" That fire-horned ox, a fire type in its next evolution stage, has a basic level of 10 out of 15. Strength, 45/60ths, agility, 18/40ths, intelligence, 22/40ths, strong in fire, weak to ice, no rare attribute. Then there was a tall, sea blue-furred ice snow dog, an ice type in its next evolution stage, boasting the move, Frostbite. Basic stats, level 8 25ths, strength, 13 60ths, agility, 24 70ths, intelligence, 9 40ths, strong in ice, weak to fire, rare attribute, when injured, damage increases by 10%, water attack increases by 10% when playing with water. The girl cradled the adorable pink bunny, a cute bunny with an evolution stage known as Sweet Bunny. Its basic stats, level 6 25ths, strength, 11 60ths, agility, 33 80ths, intelligence, 15 60ths, strong in grass, weak to fire, rare attribute, tenacity, reduces damage taken by 5%. He broke into a sweat and frowned, wondering, is something wrong with this strawberry cat? The strawberry cat, without any further evolution, has basic stats, level 5 30ths, strength, 15 30ths, agility, 22 50ths. Intelligence, 5 tenths, no strong or weak attributes. Rare attribute, heavenly speed, boosts movement and attack speeds by 15%, plus a martial saint bonus. It also increases damage dealt by 30%, grants invincibility, reduces damage received by 30%, and, legendary, further boosts attack speed and damage by 15%. He inwardly doubted whether such attributes would really work with a strawberry cat. A blonde-haired man, terrified, dashed off, yelling, "There's a second stage mystical beast in the forest." The crowd buzzed with discussion about the second stage mystical beast. Are you sure this forest is only home to the lowest level beasts? How could one be second stage? One excited person looked toward the forest area and said, "If I can catch that second stage beast, I'll become an invincible novice guardian master." Then, reaching into his pocket, he asked the blonde boy who had just emerged from the forest, "Hey, do you know what kind of mystical beast that is?" The boy replied, "That beast is way too fast. I only caught a glimpse of its after image. I guess it must be a second stage lightning cat." Upon hearing this, they all ran off together, shouting, "Lightning cat, come on, guys, charge, whoever catches it gets to keep it." Van Hien sat at the base of a tree, watching the scene from afar, stroking his chin. He thought, "I'd better not get involved in this ruckus. I don't want to end up like that kid from the Kingdom of Ants," as he wiped the sweat from his brow and sighed. Van Hien reached out toward the strawberry cat and called, "Strawberry cat, come catch that mystical beast with me." But the strawberry cat continued munching its bread, indifferent. Then the strawberry cat turned to him and smiled slyly. It went back to fishing and kept nibbling its bread with a grimace. Van Hien seethed, "First I must catch a mystical beast that listens to me," and declared resolutely. He grabbed the cat by its collar. "Stop eating and get to work." The strawberry cat, still holding its bread in its mouth, grumbled, "Meow." Van Hien shouted at his mystical beast, "Strawberry cat, don't go running around like that." It nimbly leapt from place to place to evade his grip. He warned, even though it's a low-level beast, it's still very dangerous. The strawberry cat, looking pleased, laughed and meowed. Van Hien, frowning in discontent, thought, "Why do I always feel like this strawberry cat is just begging for a beating?" Suddenly, a few purple strands snared his face. He thought, as he grabbed the thread and jumped in surprise, his eyes widening. Above him loomed a terrifying giant spider. The Nien Duanghua. Van Hien was shocked as the massive spider prepared to pounce, forcing him to lurch forward in panic. On the system screen, the following info appeared. Nien Duanghua, enraged, with an evolution stage pending. Basic attributes, level 8 15ths, strength, 14 30ths, agility, 18 49ths, intelligence, 22 40ths. Van Hien glanced at the Nien Duanghua and thought, "This isn't right. That spider is known for its gentle nature. What did I do to provoke it into a rampage?" Furrowing his brows, he wondered aloud, "What did I bump into when I got here?" Suddenly, he paused and let out an "ah" as he cast a glance over his shoulder. Van Hien's eyes went wide and his mouth dropped open when he saw the strawberry cat heroically standing with its paws covering its mouth while shrieking. In panic, Van Hien clutched his head with both hands and blurted, "So, the one yelling was you, huh?" The Nien Duanghua, alarmed, radiated a purple aura and let out continuous, angry hisses, making both him and the cat's hearts pound with fear. The Nien Duanghua bared its fangs in anger and charged forward. The strawberry cat, throwing caution to the wind, charged in. This left Van Hien in panic as he cried out, "Stop, you stupid cat, you're just a 5th-tier chicken. How dare you challenge an 8th-tier Nien Duanghua?" The Nien Duanghua, with its abdomen blocking its mouth, began spewing silk. The strawberry cat was instantly wrapped in silk like a soaked corpse and managed only a loud, strangled cry, which startled Van Hien into freezing. Clenching his fist, he He thought, I finally understand why no guardian master ever wants a strawberry cat. An enraged Nguyen Duong Qua shoved the tied-up strawberry cat backward and charged fiercely toward Van Hien. Still seething, the Nguyen Duong Qua continued hissing furiously. Van Hien quickly grabbed the foolish strawberry cat and ran for his life, repeatedly yelling as he dashed away. They sprinted wildly, their rush echoing like the wind whistling past giant trees. Van Hien ran like a ghost, frequently glancing back to see the Nguyen Duong Qua relentlessly in pursuit, exclaiming, "Are you still chasing us?" Once again, the Nguyen Duong Qua tightened its abdomen and spat out a mass of blue silk. Agilely, Van Hien clutched the strawberry cat with both arms and leaped backward as the Nguyen Duong Qua, releasing silk, roared, "I'll dodge." He charged forward with fierce determination but then suddenly halted. Panicking, he realized, those two young people ahead, are they at a cliff? They've already jumped. What are they going to do? Their eyes are bulging and mouths agape. Both of them screamed, "Ah," and plunged downward like arrows. The Nguyen Duong Qua, its mouth agape, crawled to the cliff's edge and glared downward, letting out furious, whistling winds. A torrent of swirling water rushed over. The Nguyen Duong Qua was soaked from head to toe and, in anger, turned around. Its eyes bulged and mouth gaped as it realized it had turned into a block of ice. A curly-haired blonde young man began steadily advancing toward the Nguyen Duong Qua. He slowly and steadily approached the cliff. His eyes were cold and his expression inscrutable. Van Hien lay sprawled on a lush green carpet by a stream, surrounded by dense forest. He furrowed his brows and blinked awake, startled by the glaring daylight. He propped himself up, sitting with a groan. "Ouch, I really thought I was a goner," when suddenly a cry made him jolt. He spun around in surprise to find himself sitting atop the cat. "Damn it, the strawberry cat!" The disgruntled feline continued its incessant meow, meow. Van Hien patted the cat anxiously and asked, "I'm sorry, what happened, strawberry cat? Why are you so silent now? Look at the surroundings, and by the way, judging by the situation here, it seems we've fallen into the valley of the western forest." Strawberry cat, dissatisfied, grumbling, "Meow, meow, meow." Strawberry cat uses its claws to slap a sheep in the face. The poor rescue dog gets hit, falls down, and cries out. "Look at that rescue dog, knocked out cold." You'd think that sheep are gentle mythical beasts, but why are the mythical beasts so ferocious today? Van Hien frowns and wonders, is it really that eager for a beating? Well, that could be the case judging by its attitude. Sometimes I feel like beating up strawberry cat too. He shrugs, meowing. He sees the rescue dog lying flat on the ground and suddenly remembers, wait a minute. The system displays, sheep, is raging, is in a daze. Van Hien looks at the mysterious red aura surrounding it and silently thinks, this sheep is in a daze, yet it remains in a raging state. If this isn't a problem with the mythical beasts, then something's wrong with this valley. Van Hien glances at Strawberry Cat, who is proudly holding its head high. I must get Strawberry Cat out of this valley before any trouble starts. He calls out, pointing in one direction, "Strawberry Cat, come with me. I think we can escape from that side. We need to leave quickly." Strawberry Cat turns away, ignoring him, meowing. He shakes his head and thinks, this creature has had issues for a long time. Van Hien, angry, scolds, "I told you, can't you listen just once? This place is extremely dangerous." Yet Strawberry Cat ignores him and walks off. Behind them in the dense forest stands a small wooden house. He is surprised to see that the house has a windmill on its roof. Here, and yet there's a house built by humans. He asks Strawberry Cat, "Did you purposely lead me here?" Strawberry Cat gives him a sidelong glance. Van Hien curiously watches the windmill spin faster as a strong wind blows, carrying with it a mysterious red glow. He looks up and wonders, what are those red clouds of smoke? Suddenly, the house emits eerie, demonic sounds. Van Hien silently gulps, thinking, damn, what on earth is that horrible noise? Strawberry Cat slightly turns its head to look at him, meowing worriedly, "Did you tell me to come in?" He picks up a small twig from the ground. Van Hien pushes the door open so that light from outside floods in. He covers his nose. There's a strong, pungent smell. Strawberry Cat remains silent, clearly on alert. He stammers in fear, What exactly is this?" In front of him, stacks of cages are piled up. Where is this place? He hears animals inside the cages whimpering. A little dog, badly injured, whimpers. Van Hien is surprised. How could this poor dog be hurt so badly? He asks Strawberry Cat, "Strawberry Cat, can you break this lock?" Strawberry Cat looks at him trustingly, meowing pitifully. It uses its claws to pry at the wooden cage, meowing. Wan remarks, after all, this little guy is finally useful. Wan strokes the head of the pitiful dog. Are you okay? Are you alright? He looks at the information panel and frowns. Who could possibly be capable of such cruelty? He takes out a healing potion even though he only has the lowest grade medicine right now. He figures he might as well try it, and he hopes it will work. The dog seems wary, whining continuously. Wan reassures it. Hold on, I'm saving you, don't be afraid. He gently administers the potion. Come on, hang in there a bit longer. Turning his head, he notices the other mythical beasts being confined. Every one of these mythical beasts is subjected to brutal torture. Someone is conducting extremely cruel experiments. Recalling the name of that vicious beast earlier, he wonders, could this behavior be the work of that same person? The battered dog tugs at his pant leg. It barks as if trying to say something. I get it now, you can finally stand up. Good, it seems the healing potion has taken effect. Are you trying to lead me somewhere? Outside the house, there is a wooden door leading to a basement. Wan and Strawberry Cat follow the dog. This is the basement. He opens the wooden door, frowning. The smell here is even stronger. It looks like this is yet another experimental site. He turns on his flashlight and heads down the stairs. As he walks, Wan observes, in such a solitary basement, could there be something special here? Suddenly, a pair of fierce red eyes appear. Right behind Strawberry Cat. It bares its enormous, razor-sharp fangs and roars as it lunges toward the cat. Wan quickly jumps forward to grab it, shouting, "Get away, Strawberry Cat." He stands and turns to look at the creature. What is this thing? It has skin as red as blood, a jaw with sharp teeth that can easily crush its prey. Wan, standing before its gigantic form, exclaims in horror, a bloodthirsty hunting dog. He looks up in fear and suspicion. A Stage 2 mythical beast, bloodthirsty hunting dog. Information about the mythical beast quickly appears. Number 19, bloodthirsty hunting dog, ferocious, severely injured, bleeding. Attributes, fire element, evolved to the next stage, brutal dog, basic stats, level 32 55ths, strength 52 80ths, agility 38 60ths, intelligence 15 40ths. Strong attribute, fire, weak attribute, ice, rare attribute, cruel, increases damage dealt by 5%, increases damage taken by 10%, and 5% of damage dealt is converted into the creature's own health. After observing the mythical beast for a while, he suddenly notices something unusual. Wait a minute. There's a collar on this dog. It's not supposed to be confined here, is it? While he remains suspicious, from behind, the battered dog suddenly rushes forward, snarling loudly alarmed. He shouts, "Battered dog, come back, don't go there. Do you want to lose your life?" One would expect a fierce clash between the two animals, but strangely, the battered dog, instead of attacking, gently presses its mouth against the mythical beast's head. The mythical beast tenderly bows its head in response. Seeing this, Wan stands there, mouth agape in astonishment. How can this be? Noticing his frozen stance, the battered dog turns toward him and barks loudly, "Grr, grr, grr." At this point, he doesn't understand what the battered dog is trying to say. Dumbfounded, he turns to Strawberry Cat and asks, "What did you call me over for?" Strawberry Cat's eyes seem to signal, "Come over here," and softly meows, "Meow, meow." After a moment of hesitation, he finally asks the battered dog, "Tell it not to attack, then we can go over there." Hearing this, the battered dog quickly understands, moves toward the mythical beast, and lets out long barks as a warning. In response, the mythical beast beside it also emits a soft growl in agreement. Thus, Wan slowly steps forward toward the mythical beast's position. After a few steps, his gaze is drawn to several books lying on a table. He stops and wonders, what is this place? Then he approaches the table and picks up a book titled Experiment Diary to read. The book writes, "On the first day, the experiment subject was finally obtained. Today, I captured 2 battered dogs. They seem to have a maternal bond. Lucky. On the 9th day, I captured a large battered dog that was eating the flesh of other mythical beasts. I was really looking forward to its transformation. On the 15th day, this guy proved a bit difficult to deal with. His will was so strong it disgusted me, but I managed to defeat his offspring right in front of that large battered dog. In the end, he lost his temper. Ha ha ha. On the 20th day, the little battered dog still wouldn't die. Once the large one evolves into a bloodthirsty hunting dog, perhaps I'll let it eat its own offspring, using its very own mouth. Perhaps this will bring unexpected changes to the bloodthirsty hunting dog." After reading these pages, he becomes enraged, thinking, what kind of bastard could do such a thing? Now that he fully understands what's going on, his fear subsides. He strides forward confidently. Don't worry, I'll rescue you two right now. Then he turns back and orders Strawberry Cat, who is standing behind him. Strawberry Cat, go break the chains, and I'll try to remove that collar. Next, he shouts, Strawberry Cat, go break the chains while I try to remove the collar. Strawberry Cat, holding a hammer with determined eyes, replies with a resounding meow, meow. Without wasting another moment, Strawberry Cat flings the hammer and strikes hard down onto the chain. Observing Strawberry Cat's decisive action, Wan Hien glances over, somewhat skeptical, silently wondering, am I imagining things, or has Strawberry Cat really started listening to me? Due to the urgency, he quickly regains his focus, grabs a screwdriver, and proceeds to remove the collar from the mythical beast. Let's get this off first, we rescue this bloodthirsty hunting dog. After saying that, he exerts all his strength, sometimes sitting, sometimes shifting his stance, to pull the chain off. After some fumbling, the collar is finally removed from the mythical beast's neck. Exhausted, he sat down on the ground and exclaimed, finally, I managed it after all these years working in the mine. No one else could possibly have such stamina, and look, even Strawberry Cat is nearly spent, slumped at my feet. The loyal dog, full of gratitude, kept running and leaping into his arms. Understanding its gesture, he smiled and patted it. All right, I get it, don't worry, I just need a little rest, then I'll go rescue your mother. Then, excitedly, he turned back to inspect the remaining chain. Only the final loop was left. No sooner had he finished speaking than the phantom beast suddenly lunged forward, repeatedly shoving him back. Panicking, he staggered backward and shielded his head, exclaiming, Hey, what are you doing? Moments later, a noise from outside caught his attention, and the phantom beast halted. He looked out in surprise, wondering, is someone else running this experiment? Then, almost immediately, he turned to Strawberry Cat and said, Strawberry Cat, let's get out of here, quickly. So he and Strawberry Cat hid behind a nearby crate. Meanwhile, little Nguyen Thu turned back to check if they were safe. Noticing Nguyen Thu watching him, he whispered, Hey, roll up your chain too, don't let it show outside. After a while, a burly man appeared, having been pushed down and sprawled on the ground. Following him was the eerie silhouette of someone with a ghostly presence. The man, terrified, pleaded, Please, don't kill me, I swear I won't tell anyone. Van Hien peeked out and recognized the familiar figure, thinking, is that the phantom Beastmaster I met at the entrance to the secret forest? Why is he here? Footsteps kept drawing closer as the trembling man looked on in fear. A young blonde man, holding a loyal dog in his hand, strolled in with a smile and said, Relax, I'm quite compassionate toward humans, I only torture phantom beasts. From his hidden corner, Van Hien quickly recognized this man and thought, isn't this the guy who claimed there was a level 2 phantom beast in the forest? Perhaps this laboratory belongs to him. Meanwhile, the blonde man continued to hurl threats at the terrified man. He mused, Why is your usually well-behaved loyal dog suddenly attacking me today? The man stammered, How could you possibly have laid a hand on me? With a sly grin, the blonde man replied, Because I spread plenty of violet rose powder throughout this forest. It drives all the phantom beasts in the secret forest into a frenzy. They turn on each other. Hearing that, Van Hien understood and thought, so that red smoke was exactly that. At that moment, outside, the blonde man raised his small bow toward the man and said with a grin, Right, now you can die in peace. The man, trembling, raised his hands in supplication, Please, just let me go, I won't tell anyone about this. Besides, if I don't come back, the police will definitely investigate. Seeing the arrow approach, the man screamed in terror, No, please. Without a hint of mercy, the blonde man coldly released the arrow toward him, cursing smugly, Idiot, a phantom Beastmaster died in the secret forest. Who cares about such a trivial matter? Then he tossed the loyal dog he was holding at the man's body. You two better behave and serve as food for my phantom beasts. Witnessing all this, Van Hien clutched the loyal dog in his arms, his eyes burning with fury, thinking, This guy is completely insane, I need to get help, and fast. After a moment's thought, he turned and whispered to little Nguyen Thu, I'll get you out of here, then call for help. Try to draw his attention, all right. Hearing this, Nguyen Thu grunted in agreement. Meanwhile, the blonde man advanced toward the phantom beast. As it drew near, the phantom beast roared ferociously. The blonde man smirked slyly and said, Quit screaming, this isn't some feast I've prepared for you. Nguyen Thu still wouldn't back down, baring his sharp fangs to threaten the blonde man. While the blonde man was distracted, Van Hien, carrying the loyal dog, sneaked out. The blonde man, still oblivious, smirked at the phantom beast, Why are you so full of energy today? Did you kill someone right before your eyes? Meanwhile, as Van Hien reached the door, he was suddenly blocked by a wall of blue energy. Confused, he reached out and touched it, wondering, what's going on? Why is there an ice wall here? Looking up, he discovered a phantom beast staring intently at him. Only then did he realize and exclaim, damn it, there's even a guardian phantom beast at the door, a level 2 beast with ice and ghost fire attributes. Just then, the blonde man, bow in hand, strode over with a smile. Apparently having caught a timid rat sneaking in, Van Hien jumped in alarm, spun around to look, and then retreated in fear. With a steely glare, the blonde man commanded, Bang Manhwa, freeze the legs of those rats. Hearing the order, Bang Manhwa quickly unleashed his skill to freeze the legs of both Van Hien and Strawberry Cat. Van Hien, still cradling the loyal dog, struggled and moaned, damn it, my legs are frozen. Seizing the opportunity, the blonde man raised his bow and fired. Seeing this, it seemed as if Van Hien was about to give up. He turned to shield the loyal dog, cursing, you damned blonde bastard. Just when it looked like the arrow would hit Van Hien, a burst of red energy struck from nowhere, snapping the blonde man's arrow in half. In an instant, Van Hien narrowly escaped clutching the loyal dog. He was utterly bewildered by what was happening. Meanwhile, the phantom beast broke free from its final chain and charged at the blonde man. Seeing the ferocious form of little Nguyen Thu before him, the blonde man recoiled in fear, thinking, how can this be? Then he glanced at the chain that had been removed nearby, and in shock he thought, this is. Realizing why the phantom beast had been freed, he glared furiously at Van Hien and shouted, you damn fool, do you have any idea what you've done? That crazy dog will bite us all to death. Van Hien, holding the loyal dog tightly, glared back in fury, how can I make you understand? Your chance for phantom beast revenge has finally arrived. No sooner had he spoken than the phantom beast bared its fangs at the blonde man. Seeing this, the blonde man hurriedly ordered, Bang Manhwa, stop it for me. Hearing the command, Bang Manhwa immediately rushed over, but before it could act, the phantom beast smashed it into countless pieces. Witnessing this brutality, the blonde man, terrified, scrambled away while cursing non-stop, damn it, you worthless piece of trash. At the same time, as Bang Manhwa was annihilated, the ice beneath Van Hien's feet quickly melted. He moved his legs in astonishment, thinking, is the ice melting along with Bang Manhwa's power? Meanwhile, the blonde man rushed to a large iron cage and shouted, damn it, all of you, get out here and kill that crazy dog. At once, the iron door swung open, and countless fierce beasts burst forth, attacking little Nguyen Thu. But within moments, one by one, they were hurled into the air by the phantom beast. Their agonized screams echoed throughout the entire room. Seeing this, the remaining two beasts were so terrified that they froze in place, too scared to attack. Then the blonde man, from behind, feverishly commanded, advance or I'll make you suffer a fate worse than death. Under compulsion, the two beasts risked everything and charged forward. They attacked the phantom beast simultaneously, one relentlessly gnawing at it while the other leaped up to repeatedly strike its face. Taking advantage of the moment when the mysterious beast wasn't paying attention, the blonde guy on the side hurriedly ran off. As he ran, he silently thought, good, as long as I can hold on to this pile of junk for a while, it's fine. At that moment, Van Hien also spotted him. The strawberry cat and the polar dog immediately charged after him, shouting, stop, don't even try to run. With his incredible speed, the strawberry cat quickly dashed forward. After noticing the gap had closed, it leaped up and flew over to land a blow on the blonde guy. The blonde guy crashed face first onto the ground, gritting his teeth. He glared furiously at the strawberry cat, while the cat, looking extremely smug, stood there as if daring him, run then, if you're so good, try it. Soon after, Van Hien caught up and glared at the blonde guy, threatening, don't think you can easily escape punishment after doing such horrible things. Hearing that, the blonde guy got up with a pitiful expression and slyly replied, I've been waiting, I'm not running away. As he spoke, he reached over and flipped the nearby electrical switch. Almost immediately, Van Hien noticed something was amiss and anxiously shouted, stop him. With 2 fingers pressing the switch, the blonde guy bellowed, you fools, you're the ones who should be running. No sooner had he finished speaking than smoke began to billow, quickly engulfing the entire room. Van Hien looked around in alarm, thinking, that's red smoke. Then, near the polar dog, its eyes suddenly changed, they glowed brightly yet appeared empty. Van Hien glanced down, unable to hide his astonishment, and thought, won't this affect all the beasts and drive them mad? In no time, the smoke reached the mysterious beast and the other two creatures. For a moment, they ceased attacking one another, yet all three exuded an aura of terrifying rage. Seeing the dire situation, Van Hien ran over and grabbed the blonde guy by the collar, shouting, "You bastard, you've lost your mind. Not only did you kill all those monsters, now you're going to pay with your life." The blonde guy let out a cunning laugh and retorted, "You think I'm as stupid as you?" Suddenly, a cage materialized and encircled the blonde guy. Van Hien stood there, dumbfounded, not understanding what had just happened. From within the cage, the blonde guy's voice echoed menacingly, "The only ones who are going to die are you fools." At the same time, the red smoke completely overtook the beast's minds. They began attacking one another in a frenzy. Looking at the chaotic scene around him, Van Hien thought in fear, "Damn it." The mysterious beast, already unstable from the start, was now overwhelmed by the smoke and had completely lost its sanity. Indeed, the beast could no longer control its actions. It was gnawing savagely on another creature, and as its blood dripped, it signaled that a brutal battle was about to erupt. Van Hien turned to meet the gaze of the mysterious beast, but all he saw was a coldness so chilling it sent shivers down his spine. Realizing there was no way to change the situation, he quickly scooped up the strawberry cat and the polar dog and ran, thinking non-stop, "We have to get out of here before this guy completely loses it." The mysterious beast swiftly glanced over and spotted him, then without hesitation bared its fangs and charged after him. After running for a while, suddenly both of Van Hien's legs were frozen in place. He quickly turned to see that it was the frost demon, one that hadn't been eliminated earlier. Using its last bit of strength to stop him, furious, he exclaimed, "Damn it, this guy is still alive." Behind him, the mysterious beast continued howling, extending its huge hand to grab him. All he could do was sit down and shield the strawberry cat and the polar dog clutched in his arms. The beast's razor-sharp claws steadily advanced closer, as if this time there was no chance he'd survive. Then, suddenly, the polar dog's eyes flashed, brimming with tears. It stared at the mysterious beast and let out a long, resounding bark. The mysterious beast abruptly halted. Its eyes glimmered with a faint light as it looked toward the polar dog. Moments later, it used its claws to shatter the ice that had encased Van Hien's legs. Standing there dumbfounded, Van Hien wondered, has it just recognized its own kin after inhaling too much pollen? While he was still in shock, the strawberry cat suddenly leaped up. Seeing this, Van Hien, utterly confused, looked up and shouted at the strawberry cat. The strawberry cat, exuding a cool and flashy aura, furrowed its brows and reached out with a clenched fist. Then, in an instant, a massive pillar of yellow energy appeared beside the strawberry cat. It radiated an enormous shockwave that blasted straight upward, piercing the ceiling. Moments later, the ceiling was shattered, triggering a horrifying blaze. Even the cage created by the blonde guy was completely destroyed. Trembling, he slumped against the wall muttering, "No way, how could this be?" From within the smoke, Van Hien stepped forward coldly and declared, "It's time for you to pay for what you've done."